Sacramento is known for many things: a rich culinary scene, unique scenery, and a wealth of history. But just a stone's throw away from California's capital city, you will find all of those adjectives describe another Central Valley city, the agricultural oasis known as Cortland. Here along the Delta, farming once thrived as 49ers came searching for riches during the gold rush. And now it's up to people like Tim Newarth to keep that history alive by farming the land that has given him and his family so much.
So the family's been here since 1848 here on the Delta. Came out here for the gold rush and found gold elsewhere. Found out that there was a market for fruit to feed everybody, and grain and all of that. Cherries were a big thing here at one time. Asparagus was a big thing here at one time. But now it's involved. Pears are still a major pear growing region here in the Delta.
Tim, along with his wife and 2 sons and 81-year-old mother, all care for the most recognizable crop along the Delta these days, pears. He has around 50 acres of them, growing mainly Bartlett's, and what's being harvested today, golden russet bosks, both of which thrive in this rich agricultural land.
It's the soil. This is the Delta. The Delta has got tremendously healthy and good, deep soil.
The Sacramento Delta's Pear District actually can boast of being the world's most extensive plantings of pears, most of which have gone to the canning industry in years past, but at Tim's farm, his go to the fresh market, juice industry, and baby food. But always striving to do more, Tim is hoping to turn this once rich farming area into an educational oasis for visitors of all ages.
We're slowly transitioning to agritourism to get people to come out and enjoy the farm, see what goes on in agriculture. Ag education is a big thing on farms these days, to let people know where their food comes from and how it gets to their table so they can enjoy it.
And as Tim will tell you, educating people is made easier when you entertain them, which is what the Pear Fair aims to do each year. The event is an annual one in Cortland as this tight-knit community pays homage to its past through what else but pear food and fun.
Hey, hey, welcome to the Pear Fair, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go! Go, son! Eat your pie!
This is just an integral part of Sacramento County, and unfortunately sometimes this is the best kept secret in Sacramento County. People just aren't aware that this is down here.
Cooler they are, the longer it'll take for them to ripen. So if you want to stretch that out for a while, put some in the refrigerator and they'll take a lot longer to ripen out.
Pear mimosas, pear strudel, pear torts, and of course fresh pears are all on display here as pears of all ages learn about the area's most famous fruit, while also enjoying the fruits of so many farmers' labors in the area.
But the community comes together and we put this fair together and we have a good time at it, and it's just that camaraderie and community togetherness thing, It's fun.
Here's a fresh scoop of our fresh grown pear ice cream from Gunther's Ice Cream, made especially for this event.
Here's a slice of our world famous pear pie.
Also enjoying the fruit that makes the Delta famous is one of the Sacramento area's most respected chefs, Patrick Mulvaney. His restaurant Mulvaney's Business and Loan has become a popular hangout for folks hoping to take advantage of Mulvaney's culinary consciousness. The more seasonal and local, the better.
Our restaurant is a little different than most other restaurants because our menu changes every day. And for me, instead of, yes, it is a challenge, but rather than thinking of it as it's a challenge in a good sense, because it's what I wake up every day to do. I wake up to say what's new today and what are we going to use, what's coming in the front door, and how are we going to make people in the dining room happy with it.
Originally from the East Coast, Patrick says it's fun to work on the West Coast, where every month brings about more produce to experiment with, including his personal favorite, locally grown pears. On any given night, you might find them caramelized with onions over pork or in a scrumptious dessert like this pear galette.
I think pears are great because I like the versatility. You can have them when they're fresh and crunchy and just off of the tree. We can cook them down. We make pear butter, we make ice cream, we make sorbet. So it's soft. We use it under the pork that you saw today so that it melds well. It melds well into the pork dish. So it can be a star, it can be an accompaniment. It's just a whole variety of uses.
And while pears may have a sweet history in this area, the people of Cortland will tell you it's the future that's ripe for success.
A pear is a unique fruit. There's nothing really like it, and I don't think they'll ever go away. In ancient times, they were called the fruit of the gods, and it really is a great piece of fruit. If you let it ripen properly and you have the ideal ripening process going on, it's great, and they'll never go away. They'll always be here. There'll be some pears here for a long, long time.
If you